here we are. We are Bob and Maria Horn in the U.S. We're in New Hampshire. We are BLI, and Herbert is our RESI, and he is in Uganda, presently under lockdown and not feeling too well. And I guess Isabel is in Colorado in the U.S. Paloma and her mother and
Merida,
Mexico.
Merida, Mexico.
are in Mexico. And Tron,
And-
you're in where?
Norway.
Norway.
Norway. Tron's in Norway.
And Patty is in Mexico City.
Who?
Patricia.
Patricia.
Patty-
Patricia is in Mexico City. And Emily, you are where?
I'm in Cameroon.
Cameroon, okay. And Juliet, I don't know where. Juliet is in Uganda. Hello, Juliet.
Hello, Robert. Hello, everyone.
So it is June 22, 2021, and we are about to read our Keeper of the Forest, part of James The Steward series, in honor of Father's Day and Global Rainforest,
World Rainforest Day.
Wild
Rainforest Day.
Rainforest Day. Okay, so this book was written, the basic text and version was initiated by Herbert, and then when me and Maria took over and did some editing and revising and got the illustrations done. One of our partners in India, is that where Aisha is? Nepal, Aisha was the illustrator. Okay, so let's begin. I'm not sure who the first person is.
So, but the name of the book is Keeper of the Forest, and it's a second installation in the James the Steward series, as you can see. So, we'll go to the. Oh yeah, perhaps it's good to understand why we're doing this.
Go ahead.
So basically the reason we did this with RESI is because this book is actually based on a real life rainforest, which is Bugoma Rainforest. And we are trying to raise awareness about the need to preserve the forest, not destroy the forest, and how children can play a role. So let's start the play. Part one.
So here we are at part one. Herbert, you're around. So James and Sarah, while on their way to school, begin to reflect on the next science topic, which is deforestation. Now you have to remember this is a continuation of James the Steward, Love Our World, where they experienced the landslide in Uganda caused by deforestation of some of the forest out in the village, where the grandmother's village got wiped out by the landslide. So I hope we have James and Sarah, and Herbert will start off with James's voice.
Sure, thank you. So
You can, Herbert,
hi, Sarah.
Herbert, feel free.
Good morning.
Yes, there you go, Herbert.
Hi, Sarah. Good morning.
With Sarah.
Are we still waiting for Sarah, or it's?
Sarah came. She's Maria.
Hi, James. Good morning too.
Robert?
Are you excited about today's class with Mr. We will learn about deforestation.
Yes, I'm very excited, James. What do you know about deforestation?
I think it's the cutting down of some trees. Remember we visited Grandma Wanyana and her house got destroyed because there were no trees to prevent soil erosion from tumbling down the hill.
Yes, I remember. That was a frightening experience and made us change our ways.
I'm glad she survived. I love Grandma Wanyana. But what do you think about deforestation?
It must be worse than cutting down a few trees. Perhaps it's a lot of trees that are cut down.
If that is true, then deforestation is really bad. It destroys the homes of birds and other animals.
That is sad. I read somewhere that deforestation also causes drought.
Yes, I have heard it, but I never understood how. Maybe Mr. Opalot will teach us about it today.
Let's hurry to class then.
So there's James and Sarah walking to school. You see the school in the background, nice pretty place, but look at all those trees that have been cut down. No wonder they're talking about deforestation. At least the one monkey's happy in the tree.
Yeah. It's strong.
So in the classroom, the children are rowdy and excited. Everyone is talking at the top of their voices. Finally, the teacher walks in and the class grows quiet.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Are you excited about today's topic?
Huisobong.
Say it again.
Yes, sir. I'm excited because I love cutting down small trees while grazing. I love to watch the trees fall down.
Why are you laughing?
It is
It's
bad to cut down trees for fun.
Yeah.
We need to know the importance of trees before we learn about deforestation. Students like Mugisha need to know the importance of trees. Let's now understand the importance of trees.
Me,
Teacher.
Hey, teacher.
Yes, Motima, tell us.
Where's Matina?
Trees provide us with fruits, medicine, and firewood for cooking.
Excellent. Clap for Motima. I need 2 more students to answer.
Me, teacher.
Yes, Baluko, go ahead.
Trees give us timber for furniture, like our desks. Trees also make rain and prevent soil erosion.
Make rain.
Yes, Baluku is correct. Trees are rainmakers.
Teacher, how rain comes from heaven?
Thank you, Gloria, for asking. Trees give out water to the atmosphere as they breathe in through a process called evapotranspiration. This water in the form of vapor goes into the atmosphere where it forms clouds, which later fall on Earth as raindrops.
Whoa!
Wow. Trees are magical.
Yes, trees are very important. Can we have one more student to give us the last answer on the importance of trees?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Trees are a home for birds and monkeys. Trees also reduce the speed of wind and provide timber for building.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, let's talk about deforestation. What is deforestation? James, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry. Deforestation is the cutting down of a lot of trees on a large scale.
Is James correct?
Yes.
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 Deforestation is indeed the cutting down of trees on a large scale for various reasons. Trees are cut down for firewood, charcoal, electric poles, and timber, which are used for construction. Deforestation, when not controlled, is very bad because it can destroy the environment and also stop us from enjoying the benefits of trees, as we have talked about before. Class, do you know anyone in the community who cuts trees for the above reasons?
Yes, teacher. A coat's father burns charcoal.
Shh. Your father also cuts down trees for timber.
Sarah.
Obong told us he cuts small trees for fun while grazing.
Students, let's be calm. I'm sure we all know friends or relatives who could cut down trees. Cutting a tree is very bad. Tree gives us oxygen that we breathe, so they're very important to both our lives and the lives of other living things. If you cut down a tree, you are cutting someone's life short.
Does that mean I cut my brother's life short?
Maybe.
Oh, come on. It got groans. Magushi.
Oh,
We
I'm sorry, Coat. I didn't mean to hurt you. My father also cuts trees. I think it's important we need to talk our parents to stop deforestation.
Thanks, Magushi. I'm sorry, friends. I didn't know I was destroying my brother's life whenever I cut down a tree.
It's all right, Obong. You did that without knowing how bad the act was.
Yes, Sarah, I promise to stop cutting down trees from today. Who's the top?
Teacher, I want to tell the class something.
Go ahead, Akot.
Friends, I'm very sorry on behalf of my father. He has been cutting down trees for charcoal, but I promised this class to talk to my dad to stop doing this.
Magushi.
Class, I'm very sorry on behalf of my dad. He has also been cutting trees for timber. But starting today, I will tell him it's bad and request him to stop it.
All right, class. Thank you, Obong, Akot, and Mugisha. You have promised to change and to fight deforestation. Deforestation is everyone's responsibility to address. It's also important to know that sometimes cutting down a tree to prevent it falling on a building is not harmful. It only becomes harmful when it's done over and over again without planting a new tree to replace the ones already lost. Are we clear, children?
Yes, teacher.
Teacher.
I have some good news. The school is organizing a field visit for this class to a nearby natural forest so that we can further understand the importance of trees and also find out if deforestation is real. Please come wearing gum boots and carry a heavy rain jacket for the tour in case it rains.
Yay!
Yay!
On that note, we shall end today's class. Let us all fight deforestation because it's not only our enemy, but also an enemy of future generations.
Do you want to?
Well, I think that was a great scene one. Everybody did very well, paying attention and playing their part. And now that the class is over and everybody agrees, now they're getting ready to go on their little field trip to the forest. And this would be Sarah.
This is a cot.
That's a cot. Oh, okay.
Mango.
Eating a mango off the fresh fruit tree with the gorilla.
So this is a scene about the importance of trees. Remember when the teacher asked the students, what do trees do? And they spoke about it providing timber for building, food for eating, and a home for animals.
The
So
birds and the gorillas and the
Yes.
rain and
yes,
all that
making the
stuff, so,
rain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the next scene was about
This is
the
also-
others. Yes.
This is
The next
also
class.
this also tells you about you know, all the resources and what trees do for us as humans. And sometimes we forget that and decide they're only there for our use and our benefit, and we don't remember that it's a big world and there's lots of animals that depend on trees and forests and the oxygen that the trees and plants make and all that stuff. So I think we're going on to scene 2, act 2.
Part 3.
Are we in
Part
part
three.
3 already?
This is a deforestation scene. Yep. So part
Yeah.
3. Yep.
Yes. Good morning, class.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
good
teacher.
Morning, teacher.
We're still in the
Last
sleeping.
week, I promised to take you for a field tour to Bugoma Forest. Please put on your rain boots and raincoat. The school van is waiting outside the gate to take us on our adventure.
Driver yogensa omuliro
I don't know that.
Yogeza. ekiki ekibadewo driver yogensa omuliro yogensa muliro.
Welcome everyone to Bugoma Forest. Mr. Tendo, the forest warden, will take us through the forest. Please be careful. Listen to his instructions very well.
Yes, students, you listen very well now. It's very important to take care of our forest. Good morning, students. My name is Tendo. I am the park ranger here in Bugoma Forest. I love forest and trees. Welcome to Bugoma Forest, located in Hoima District. It is over 400 square kilometers, which is more than 150 square miles. And that's my language. It's one of the few remaining tropical rainforests in Uganda and home to chimpanzees, birds, monkeys, elephants, buffaloes, cobs, reptiles, and other wild animals. You can now follow me as I take you on a most adventurous journey.
Woohoo!
Let's go, Tendo.
Yes.
So this is the driver taking the kids to the forest.
Yeah.
Eckhart, am I Eckhart?
No.
Huh?
Paloma.
Mukisha, look there, a monkey. Ooh, it has a babies. It has a baby.
Oh, she has a lovely family. I think that is dad and mom monkey besides her.
Ah, friends, look, a guava tree. I know how to climb. Come over, I will pick some guava fruit for you.
Look, James, that tree is so big, you cannot hug it.
It is indeed so big. Oh, there are birds and birds' nests all over. Many birds with a little one. This tree is called Mvule tree. It will grow bigger and bigger.
Oh, Bon, can you cut this down?
Oh, no, I can't because I stopped doing that. Mr. Tendo. Class, let's gather here. I want to tell you something about this tree. This tree is called Mvule tree.
Mvule.
Mvule tree. Scientific name Militia excelsa. It is 50 years old, older than me. It's 50 meters high. It is a home to over 800 birds. Monkeys love it so much. There are only 100 Mvule trees left in the entire forest. Most of them have been cut down by lumberjacks who love it for its strong, durable wood for construction. In fact, it is believed that it will become extinct in the next 20 years if we do not protect it. This is why the National Forestry Authority and Uganda Wildlife Authority have employed me to protect this forest from destruction.
This tree is older than my dad. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, way older than my dad too.
It's not older than me though.
Not old. Me either.
I have seen it. It's over there on the branch of a tree.
Oh, there's a river here. Can I swim?
You will drown, Mugishi, and crocodiles will eat you. That is River Bubwa. Don't ever dare to jump in, Mogusha. It will take you. Let's go over there close to the river. There are wild berries that you can eat.
Please walk right behind Mr. Tendo. Don't go before him. The monkeys will eat you.
The teacher is lying. Monkeys don't eat people.
All right, students, let's stop right here. You are not allowed to go to the river bank. Here are some local berries. They are called intutu, like gooseberries. You can eat them. They are healthy. Now let me tell you about River Bubwa. This river pours its water into Lake Albert. The river is home to lots of fish and other cold-blooded animals. But most importantly, it provides water to more than 1,000 homes downstream. People downstream gather fruits and medicinal herbs from this forest. Their lives are completely dependent on this forest and the river. Protecting the forest means protecting the lives of both people and wild animals. And here we are in this thick forest with all the birds and the animals, the hippopotamus, the monkeys. I don't see any lions and tigers and bears, oh my. But it looks like it's managed. There's plenty of trees and only a few cut down. And of course, you can see up there the big construction vehicle waiting to dig up and knock down some more trees. James. You're muted, Herbert.
Why are there no trees on the other end of the forest?
Thank you for asking, James. I regret to tell you and your fellow students that the forest is heavily encroached upon. The worst news is that the judiciary has ordered 900 hectares of this forest to be cleared for a sugar cane plantation. Lumberers and charcoal burners are also threatening the life of this forest. Oh.
Students, I had earlier on told you that deforestation is bad. This forest supports the lives of very many animals, plant and bird species, and even human beings.
Teacher, does that mean the baby monkey and its family, which I saw before, will all die if this forest is not stopped?
Yes, Akot.
She's crying.
Big Kamakot, I believe there is something we can do about it.
This is so
James?
sad and painful.
Students, I want to promise you that not all hope is lost. The National Forest Authority is trying to plant new trees to save the forest. The Uganda Wildlife Authority has organized a large group to come to help protect the forest. And the Uganda Tourism Board is educating people about the need to protect forests. Thank you for coming back again. We've come to the end of our forest tour.
Let's all gather here. Clap for Mr. Tendo for taking us on such an adventure.
Yay, Mr. Tendo.
We will now gather at the school van for lunch and then depart to school to reflect on the field trip.
Okay, so every grows, the class grows silent. A lot of facial expressions, a lot of thoughts. After having their lunch, everyone jumps into the school van, ready to depart to school. While on their journey back to school, James and Sarah begin to discuss and ponder on what will happen to the forest if the current forest deforestation rate is not stopped. Now, on a side note, I would just like to mention that Maria yesterday showed me a video, a news video of someplace,
It's Bogoma.
Bogoma
Yeah.
forest, where there's they've given a corporation the rights to go in and cut down a bunch of trees to plant sugarcane, and there's a lot of concern by the locals.
Yeah.
One of them is that they're not hiring any of the local people to work. The other one, that they're cutting down all the trees and taking them away from the local area, and which is taking away a lot of resources for the villages. And of course, they're concerned that everything's going to get chopped down and they won't be able to do their farming and get food out of the forest. So it's not only a story, it's not only make believe, it's reality. This is what happens all the time in some areas of the world.
And perhaps Herbert and Trond would also like to chip in, because Herbert brought this to our attention. And I think Trond, you do something with trees. Ali told us, so it would be nice to share that before we move to the next scene.
Okay, you want me to share about forestry?
Sure.
No, I'm actually.
John is a forest owner. He knows everything about forests.
No, I don't know everything, but I know about like I know about like Scandinavian forestry, where we also do replanting of trees, and we have very strict environmental guidelines for how we can cut the trees, and we also keep reserves of original forests that are not exploited, so that we can have a totality of like biological variations, and but at the same time like a commercial use of the trees. Because if we don't use trees, what do we do instead, you know? Because trees actually preserve and store some carbon dioxide instead of polluting the atmosphere. So maybe sometimes it's better to use trees for construction than like concrete or steel.
Right.
So that's where we come from. And then in addition, I'm also managing 2 sawmills in Norway. So we're part of the global market for construction wood and lumber. And so we see it as a matter of balance, you know, to keep the natural qualities of the forest at the same time, and never overexploit so that the forest disappears. But it's a bit different, you know, in different parts of the world, where you actually just clear the forest and it disappears forever, and it could be even desert instead of forest.
Oh.
So because you change the whole climate.
Yep.
And another thing is that younger trees absorb more carbon dioxide than old trees. So that if you have a natural succession of like different trees, you know, in how old they are and, you know, what type of maturity they have in their process of growing bigger and bigger, then you can have some positive impact in the global climate impact of our human activities, if you do it the right way. And therefore, there are also like environmental qualities of modern forestry that could be positive. So this story is about clearing forest and not replanting to remove the forest completely. and it's a little bit different in some parts of the world, but in general, we also have to take care of like protecting wildlife when we are doing our forestry work. For instance, it's better maybe to cut the trees in the winter when the birds don't have small ones and are nesting. For instance, you know.
Herbert, you want to pipe in?
That was a little bit from my side, unplanned.
Thank you, Tron. Herbert, you want to add anything?
Well, not really, but
Okay.
I just wanted to re-echo what Maria said about Bugoma Forest. Bugoma Forest is in a region where I come from. For those who don't know Uganda, Uganda has around 4 regions, but it is in Midwestern Uganda and close to my district. So that forest was given away, part of it was given away by the judiciary system of Uganda. And we thought it was so something, how can I even describe it? We thought it was really bad, but I totally believe in our voices, the individual voices, and what we're doing here today. I know we are changing something. I know the environmental activists in Uganda have been doing a lot of work, and this book just comes in at the very, very opportune moment. So I'm really, really excited, and that forest is at the depth of my heart, at the bottom of my heart. So I know we are changing that generation, and I know when I look at children, when I see Paloma and then Isabella, I know that these will be leaders tomorrow who will value our Mother Earth. So let's continue.
Okay, part 4, reflecting on the forest visit. Before the reflection begins, James and Sarah and their teacher meet to briefly discuss what can be done to fight deforestation. Their teacher promises that the afternoon class reflection session will focus on finding solutions to this. In-class sessions.
Welcome back from the field experience. It's time to reflect on that experience. Let's choose a leader from us to lead us in this session.
Teacher, may I take the class through this reflection session?
Yes, let's Sarah take
Yes,
the lead.
let Sarah take the lead.
Thank you for trusting me. What a mixture of feelings. I will begin with my remark on the field trip and then ask all of you to share yours. In the beginning, I loved watching monkeys and hearing the sounds of the birds in the trees. The cool breeze of the forest was so natural and relaxing. However, this joy faded when I saw how many trees had been cut down. Would anybody in class like to share with us their observation and experience of our trip to the forest?
This was the same feeling I had as well. I enjoyed looking at the chimps, birds, and eating fruits. But on a sad note, I think deforestation is real, and it is affecting the existence of such natural forests and all the lives that depend on it.
Oh, now that's a sad picture. All the animals. Very, and the trees are crying, been cut down, chopped down. Look at how bare it is. Monkeys have no playground.
Good. That's a brilliant submission. Thank you.
Gisha.
Oh, sorry. Sarah acknowledges and allows him. Oh, it was fun being out there, but I now have proof that deforestation is very bad and real. We need to fight to protect the forest as hard as we can.
To me, it was a haunting and deeply reflective experience. Like all of you, I saw beautiful monkeys, birds, and other animals. But the question that deeply disturbs me is, what will be left of the forest in 5 years if people do not stop cutting down trees? We have seen bags of charcoal heaped on the other side of the forest. We heard the sound of the saws from a distance, which implies trees were being cut down. Deforestation affects all our lives in many ways. The time is now. If not now, when? If not us, who? We are the stewards of nature. True stewards stand to defend Mother Earth from such cruel actions. We are the stewards of nature. We are the stewards of nature.
Nature.
We are the stewards. We are the stewards.
Okay. Let's be conference. Let's be conference. Thank you all for speaking out and sharing your insights. I'm happy to hear that many of you are willing to step up to help fight deforestation of our forests. Let's now take this conversation back home to our parents and tell them how we feel and what we saw in the forest.
Part 5, confronting the parents. Over the weekend, Akat sits down with her father and mother to share the lesson she learned and the things she saw in the forest.
Mom, Dad, why do we cut down trees and burn them for charcoal?
Well, dear, that is because we need the wood and the charcoal to cook with, to keep us warm and to give us light.
But yesterday, when we visited the forest, we saw that so many animals and birds call the trees home. It made me feel bad that we are destroying the forest. Soon, the animals will not have a place to sleep.
Oh dear, I understand that you are sad. But what can we do about it? We need the charcoal, otherwise you will go hungry.
I do not know, Mom, but we should find a solution so that the monkey I saw does not have to sleep on the cold ground.
Meanwhile, at Magusha's father's lumber yard,
Dad, do you really need timber from the trees to cut down?
Yes, Mujisha. Otherwise, how can we construct a building?
Well done.
part 5.
Well done.
There they are having conversation. Yes, they need the lumber to cut down the trees. Yes, they need the lumber.
Mugisha.
But we skipped in one, didn't we?
No.
Meanwhile,
No.
huh?
It's the same scene, yeah.
But this
Mugisha.
week my friends were teasing me because you were contributing the I was ashamed.
Who's Magushi's father?
Do you know that this is how we pay for your school fees? If I stop cutting down trees for timber, I will not be able to make any money.
Oh, I did see it that way. But what about the monkeys and birds in the forest that will soon be left without trees to live in?
That's not my problem. I have to worry enough. It is about what we'll eat. Let alone about where some wild animals will stay. Perhaps we shall hunt them down.
You're making a kid cry. Who's Magushi's
Hey,
mother?
Mugisha, what is this? Mugisha, why are you crying?
He?
Wants to save the forest.
He wants to say it for us.
It is the right thing to do.
She's stomping away. That's me. Part 6, lunch with friends.
On a Saturday, I asked my dad why he burns trees for charcoal. He said we need it for cooking and other things. I want us to stop burning charcoal, but I do not want to starve. What can we do?
Mine is even worse. My father said we should hunt the animals instead to solve the problem of deformation. He does not care.
It seems both your parents are having a hard time finding a solution to deforestation.
Yes, it reminds me of the time we visited Grandma Wenyana and I had to change my actions. I was very stubborn.
My father is very stubborn, and I fear he will not listen to me.
Perhaps we can ask our parents to visit the forest with us. Maybe they see what we see. They will understand.
I like this idea, Coach. Do you think our teacher would help us send the invitation to them?
I'm sure the teacher would. James and I will support you.
And there's the kids having lunch together, discussing, making their plans, conniving, attacking their parents. Scott and Magushi decide to
Indeed.
coax their parents into visiting Boguma Forest so they can see for themselves what it is happening. James and Sarah accompany them.
Indeed, I never knew that other
Well-
animals. Oh,
I think so was coming. Oh my, I never knew that the forest was in such a bad state. I was only concerned about our neighborhood.
indeed, I never knew that other animals call this forest home. And now it is making me wonder where they will go if all the trees are cut down.
Maybe we can do something to stop this, Dad.
Maybe we could write a letter to the government to demand them to stop cutting down trees in the forest.
I think that's an excellent idea.
But what about my father's business? He needs wood for his business to be successful. And everybody needs wood for some purpose.
Yes, yes. I need the ramba, unfortunately. Perhaps we can find a solution, Jisha. Remember the park ranger who showed us how no trees were being planted.
Let's see, there's the whole gang there cutting down trees.
Not cutting down trees. They're
They're
looking
thinking
at the
about how they're
trees.
going to plant more. They got to figure out how to plant more. They got the lumberjack, the parents, the children.
Mugisha.
Yes, I see what you mean. How about for every tree that we cut down for lumber, we plant 3 trees in its place. That way we can save the forest.
That way, the monkeys will have a home for their families and their children's families.
Oh, Mother, I am so happy you understand this.
I never knew my son was very clever.
I'm happy we came up with a way to help save the forest.
Mom, you realize we're going to have to start using another source of fuel for cooking?
Yes, child, I know. I heard that there is an affordable biogas option that some of our neighbors are using. Perhaps we could try that?
Yes, I heard RESI is providing it. I still would like to write our government. They need to know what is going on here, and maybe they can also help save our forest.
We can all help you with that.
Part 8, a call to action. The next few weeks, Akot, Mugusha, James, and Sarah approached teacher Upala to help them write a letter to the Ministry of Water and Environment. They also asked the teacher to help them get the support of the community to go back into Boguma Forest and plant trees. They want their classmates to be a part of the activity, and they want to take some action to save the forest. So they organize a brainstorming session.
My friends, as you may know, we have learned so much about dangers of deforestation. At Obang, Mugisha, and our friends, James and Sarah, our parents visit the forest so they could see the error of their ways and the need for change.
Wow!
We have to decide that we need to write a letter to the government to make them aware of how bad the situation is. But we also want to do something together as a class to help save the forest.
Yes, we need your help to come up with some great ideas of how we can save the forest and show others what they can do to help us. Who is with us?
We're willing to help.
We're willing to.
Yes, Obang? Yes, Mutima?
Oh, I have an idea. Let's plant trees. We can plant 50 trees per term until we complete primary 7. Teacher.
Motima, that's a powerful idea.
And what was that? Go ahead.
Oh, we can always write open letters to our parliament, asking them to put in place laws and bylaws that safeguard the environment, especially forests.
That girl thinks like a legislator.
Sarah, that is so brilliant. We can write a series of letters to our parliament on top of the one to the ministry. Class, what do you think?
It's a good idea, but how do we get to send these letters to the parliament?
Yeah.
My uncle, oh, again,
Yeah.
you say. My uncle is a parliamentarian. He can help us to get to the parliament.
Make sure that your uncle mentors Sarah since she wants to be one.
Thank you, Motima. We will definitely need your uncle's help along this way.
Let's get more ideas.
Colin, I have an idea. How about we tell our parents to use clean energy like biogas and LPG instead of firewood and charcoal?
When I go to the university, I will study about forests and environment so that I can educate people about their importance.
I will be a champion of the cut no tree champion in my community.
Like that, cut no tree. Next page.
James.
We can also write essays, news articles, poems on environment and deforestation so that other children can learn from us.
Oh, yeah.
We can create movies and plays on environmental degradation and climate change to educate the world about the need to protect Mother Earth.
We can organize peaceful demonstration against deforestation.
Heka, the police will beat us. And somebody took my words away.
Oh,
Back. Let's see.
Yeah,
The
here.
police will beat us and fire tear gas at us. The whole class knows. Yes.
Demonstrations are good as long as they are peaceful. In fact, our head teacher can lead us on this. We can also invite some members of the community to join us and plant trees during the campaign.
Teacher, this is a wonderful idea. Let's invite some community members to help us.
Yes, teacher.
2 weeks later, the teacher receives a surprise call from the government. It is the Minister of Water and Environment, Honorable Edith Sambatia, on the line. She has some good news.
Children, come around. There's someone important who would like to speak to all of you.
Oh, who is it,
Teacher? Who is it?
Shh. Listen, it is the Minister of Water and Environment.
Julie,
Julie.
are you there? Juliet.
Julie, unmute yourself if you're speaking.
Honorable. Good.
No, she's there.
Yeah, but she's not speaking.
Julie, unmute yourself.
She has her microphone on mute. Maybe she's reading, but we're not hearing it because she's got it on mute.
We can't see it.
There you go. There you go.
There.
Sorry about that. I thought I was I had unmuted myself.
Hi, Julia.
It's 10 o'clock.
So Julia, your part there is Honorable Edith and Sambatia. Would you want to read her voice? Do you see the words? She's frozen.
No, I think she's gone.
Okay. Anna, you can read the honorables part.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, students. We have received your letters regarding Bugoma Forest, and we are very impressed with your commitment. Every week sending us letters to remind us to save the forest. Thank you. We want to come and help plant some trees with you next week. Is Akot there?
Yes, madam.
Akot, you impress us with your compassionate letter. We have decided we should take this seriously, and we will be bringing a truckload of little trees to plant. You and your class have inspired us.
The minister.
The minister is coming! The minister is coming!
The minister is coming.
And there's the minister on the phone talking to the students and the teacher in the classroom. They're all smiling. And then the next day, part 10, keep back.
Up.
Part 10,
Sarah.
there. That's when they show up. I need words.
Okay. Oh, so here is when they come to do the
Right, this is the
planting.
next day. Few months after the demonstration of Bugoma Forest and the planting of trees, the school receives a surprise visitor. By this time, Akot and Magishi have succeeded in convincing their parents to care for the forest instead of destroying it. All the students from every class are called to the school compound for an unannounced special school assembly.
I wonder what this is all about.
I wish I knew too.
James.
I think we're having a special visitor that has come to speak to us.
Well, let's see who it is.
Dear students, today, as you are aware, we have been graced with a very special guest. This has been as a result of the actions of some of you, which has been met with very keen interest from this guest. Hush, 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 hush. Please welcome the Honorable Minister of Water and Environment, Miss Edith Sambatia.
Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon.
Honorable Sambatia.
Thank you. As you are aware, this is the very first time I have visited this school, but not the first time I am meeting some of you.
Where?
It's
This is
about
the forest.
It has come to my attention that the young students of this school care deeply about Bugoma Forest. Because of your persistence and determination to save the forest, we are pleased as the ministry, with support from the government of Uganda, to say that we are no longer allowing the forest to be destroyed anymore. This means no more trees will be cut.
Hush, 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 my dear students. Let the Honorable finish her speech.
I can see you are all very excited about this. Well, I only wanted to say that from now on, no more trees will be cut down, and we will continue planting trees to replace the ones we lost.
Wow! Wow! I cannot believe this.
Indeed, this is such good news. This is unbelievable.
And yet, it is happening.
Yay!
I have more news.
More news.
Because of the action of some of you, we have decided to give you the award of Keeper of the Forest. This award is going to the current class of Primary 6 because they have shown us that we can all be keepers of the forest. They will each have their school fees paid in full by the government for the next year.
Yay!
Let the class come and receive their certificates along with teacher Opolot. Oh, I almost forgot, Akot. You will be traveling with us to the UK to speak about protecting why protecting rainforest is important. You are allowed to bring 3 friends with you. Who will they be?
Mugisha, James, and Sarah.
Yay!
That's the end. And of course, there's the picture of them all getting their little rewards, keepers of the forest.
Minister, teacher.
Sarah,
Teacher.
minister, teacher, all that stuff. So that was very good. Thank you all. You all did very well. We filled in all the gaps. It went pretty smoothly. Are there any questions, comments, observations of the book?
We also want to,
Sorry.
we wanted, Paloma, before you speak quickly, we just wanted to say thank you to Ninyata Spellman for joining us. She's part of the Rainforest, World Rainforest Day.
Okay.
So thanks for joining us.
She left.
Yes, thank you very much. This is just so inspiring and so wonderful. We would love to share this recording after as well. How wonderful, and connect all the children to our Gen Z for the Trees initiative. What a wonderful story.
And we also have you seen James the Steward, the first book?
We'll have to go look at it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we'll be putting it on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Please share with us so that we can share as well.
We will, and we hope we get lots of attention from these books,
And
so we can continue our efforts.
Absolutely.
All right.
And we appreciate all that you're doing as well. You know, without us organizations, nothing will be done. So
we have to all come together and amplify and allow the young to lead, because that's what it's going to take.
okay. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes, and thank you.
Paloma, you had your hand raised, your observation. You always have something to say.
Yes. Actually, Isabella and I have something to announce. Oh, Isabella, your camera is blocked. And you're muted. We have something to announce.
Okay.
So we have this game called Roblox. And we are trying to be game developers in Roblox, so you can make games in that platform. So we are gonna make a game about climate change. So the main idea would be, if you grow trees, you get rewards. If you use biogas, you get rewards. If you use normal gas, which cooks a little faster, you will get consequences. And if you take out trees for money, there will be landslides, and that will be sort of the main idea.
Cool.
Isabella?
Is this an interactive game?
Yes, of course. It's in Roblox, and you can play with an avatar, you can play with your friend. We just have to start making it, but we just need time.
Right. Okay. Very good. Well, we can help. We'll try to help you wherever we can. I'm not an IT guy, and I don't develop little programs, but maybe we can find somebody to give you some technical assistance.
Well, could we ask you for stories about deforestation and what's happening in statistics, please?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
And
Okay.
Paloma, write to us as well. Write to the easiest, do info@rainforestpartnership.org, or Amalia at rainforestpartnership.org, and we'll get you a lot of statistics.
Thank you so much. That would be so helpful. Isabella, glad?
Maybe we can forward you those email addresses so you can write to them.
Thank you so much. That would be very
okay. Thank you. Thank you, Nayanta.